So once the verse kicks in, I'll try and play it slowly. And haven't you heard I'm stuck on a verse, I'm stuck on a boy. So you're playing the second and fifth strings at the same time, and you keep that beat on the fifth string instead of on the sixth string, and you just sort of I just move my thumb between the fifth and the fourth strings, so it's sort of haven't you heard I'm stuck on a boy, I'm stuck on haven't you heard I'm stuck on a verse, I'm stuck on a boy who fills me with joy. And you can choose at the end of that stuck on a boy that fills me with joy, the bit where it's boy and joy, you can either play the second fret of the third string, or you can just choose to leave it open. And I think Kate seems to just sort of swap between sometimes playing it and sometimes leaving it open. So it's and then where it goes into I knew I was wrong, then you don't do the hammering, you just play it. So it's not doing that sort of jump, you don't do the hammer on, you just leave it. And you use your ring finger to hit the fourth fret of the fourth string. And obviously all these frets are relative to the capo. So it's I knew I was wrong, I knew I was wrong to jump straight on into this picture so pretty. So picture so pretty is back to that sort of the C formation, and you go sort of do from the fifth to the fourth to the third and sort of work your way up to the pretty, which is that ring finger on the third fret of the second string. It's sort of a pull off on that picture so pretty. So the melody of the vocal is kind of matching the guitar in that part. She is so pretty to me, and then you go back into the verse. Now the chorus, sometimes just before you kick into the chorus, Kate likes to do a bit of a hammer on to the second fret of the fifth string, so you're in that G formation. And then the chorus is sort of starting with that sort of C, I think it's actually like a C add 9 chord, relative to the capo. And so what I do in the chorus, I kind of use my pinky. It's a bit of a stretch, but you have your ring finger on the third fret of the second string and your middle finger on the third fret of the fifth string. So it's and I'll make, so you have to reach that little pinky across to the fifth fret of the third string, and then the fourth fret of the third string, and then the second fret of the third string. So it's sort of bringing it down that way. So it's I'll make a whirlpool. So and you still got that driving bass note. And then the second line of the chorus is identical, but instead of having your middle finger on the third fret of the fifth string, you have it on the third fret of the sixth string. So it's I'll make a world cool and watch it sparkle, like that. And then the chorus, the bit at the end of the chorus, where she says, and we'll make love, make magic, it's like an E minor, and I think you kind of keep your little ring finger there on the 3rd fret, so it's sort of an E minor 7. And I tend to strum it. You can kind of pick it if you want. Just depends how you like to play, if you're a strummer or a picker, but you can pick it in any kind of way. It's probably doesn't really matter as long as you hit most of the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th strings. And then there's it's like an E type chord, I don't know the name of it, but it's simply 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 1st fret, and 5th string, 2nd fret. And then like an E minor 7 type chord. And then from that I tend to slide up on that 4th string from the 2nd fret up to the 4th fret. So it sort of goes and that's kind of most of the bits. There's even in the bridge bit later on where she says, and I couldn't tell you just how long it takes to. It's those same chords that you play at the end of the chorus. I couldn't tell you. Only she does a bit of hammering on that 1st fret of the 2nd string. I couldn't tell you just how long it takes you. Words don't make. And sometimes she kind of does some sort of a slide from that C position, and just slide it up a couple of frets, and then back into the verse. Hopefully that's helped a bit, and the light's getting dark in my bedroom, so I don't know if you'll even be able to see my hand, but I hope this helps to play this pretty awesome song. Okay, bye.